Alright, what's up guys, it's Greg here today, and I'm bringing you guys a 90-4 Tactical Nuke on Aniyah Palace Ground War. I put my class setup right there in the beginning because I wanted to show you guys what I was using. I actually had fully loaded on this class, and normally I would not use fully loaded, especially in Ground War, because you have the ammo stations. But I had fully loaded on because I originally had this class with the 300 blackout rounds, and you don't really get to pick up 300 blackout rounds in 10v10 because this is normally my 10v10 class. But I wanted to just play some Ground War with the M13, just feeling it since they buffed it, and haven't used it since I got gold for it way back in like November, December, whenever I got gold for it. So yeah, that was my class setup. I'm actually going to try out a different setup, but this one ended up getting me a nuke, so I figured I'd share it with you guys. I also go, like I said, 90-4 in this gameplay. So I'm going to break this gameplay down after I'm done with the introduction here, so we can talk about how you guys can improve your game and try to get scores like this as well. Anyways, so right here, what I'm doing is I'm on a flank because B, they'll be spawning around there, and you can also, there's a lot of people that like to sit in that building watching over B if they don't own it, but they do own it, but they also have the spawn side that I'm pushing right here. Now, another thing that people like to do is they like to spawn trap on this map. So they like to sit at one of your home flags and patrol it, because people will spawn at the HQ, or they could be spawning on that flag, and that's how you guys can get a lot of kills. Now, I do try to do that in this gameplay, and I actually go on a 20 streak, but then people stop coming. So I go back to B, and I'm getting sniped by an HDR. And then I go on another streak, and then I get my nuke. So anyways, right here, I'm just looking for some picks from B, because I'm already on a 4 streak. I'm going to go ahead and try to push up to A, making sure the coast is clear. One of the things I have to be careful of is I don't have dead silence at this time, so there could be anybody camping or just lurking around these corners here, like you saw in the beginning of the game where I died to a guy sitting in a corner. You never know where people are at, so you have to be careful. You have to always be thinking about that as you're pushing. I end up pushing construction here, try to see if I can get some free and easy kills. Didn't seem like anyone was spawning back here, so I'm going to go ahead and make my way over to A and try to just take control of the building there. I end up seeing this guy spawn in, and I take him out before I go over here to start patrolling A. So now that I'm over at A, this building's pretty easy to control. What you want to do is you want to usually sit up top, as well as if you're not using claymores or bouncing betties like I am this game, I'm using C4. And I don't even really think I get any C4 kills or anything like that this game. Might get one. But you got to be careful of people coming in from behind. People can also jump in through the window on the ammo box. That's a little jump spot people can use to come up in here. So you got to be careful, especially if you don't have bouncing betties and stuff like that. Now, this guy right here, Ares, he will start hunting me, which is something that's going to happen to you as you are sitting up here in this building. You will get hunted by players that are catching on to what you're doing, and you're going to want to have to try to outsmart them and outplay them. So right here, I open a door, and I'm trying to just get, a few more peeks into their spawn, seeing what's going on. I'm one off the advanced UAV right now, so I want to play it safe, and I want to try to get this advanced UAV. I see him, here he is, I kill him, and then I'm going to get back inside, close the door. Always close doors. You can sound whore the doors. If they bust open, you'll be able to hear that. One way to counter that, on the other hand, is you can peek the door first by aiming down sights, and then peeking the door by opening it. And then what that will do is that will allow you to basically make a more of a silent opening to the door, as long as you don't sprint through it, and you can go through and people will hear you much less. So right here, I'm just looking down, see if they're going to hunt me. I try to hold on to the advanced until I know that there's going to be a lot of people around, or if I feel like I'm in a bad position, then I call up the advanced. I try to wait till I'm at least on a 20 streak before I call in the advanced, but sometimes you just have to call it in whenever you feel like it's necessary. The first advanced I get here, I don't believe I make much use out of it, so yeah, you got to be careful whenever you call it in. Like I said, it can be a waste. You don't want to waste it because you can only earn streaks once per life, which sucks about this game. I really wish they'd make it so you could earn multiple streaks per life, but sadly you can't do that, and the advanced is such a crucial part of earning nukes that you have to just kind of play to your abilities. So Ares here, this guy, he kept trying to hunt me down now, so basically what you want to do for someone that's hunting you is they're going to play stupid aggressive because they want to kill you because, you're trying to nuke them, right? You're trying to get on a nuke streak. And what you want to do is basically you just want to keep changing up your position and just outplaying them. Make sure they make the mistakes. Right here, I know this guy's above me. I don't know how he walked right by my teammate. I kill him. He's been looking for me. He did the jump spot on the ammo crate. I knew he was going to do that because I could see him do that in the advanced. Right here, they have A. I was really hoping that they were going to spawn around me, but they weren't for whatever reason. So, yeah, I'm going to go ahead and switch over to construction since they actually own A. I don't feel safe with all those spawns around me, especially whenever the advanced could be running out soon. It only lasts about 35 seconds, so you do want to be careful about that. One of these guys is using gas, which there's no counter to, so you have to be very careful with gas. If you know someone's using gas, you might want to switch up your building, you might want to switch up where you're patrolling, you might want to just try something different. Make sure you keep away from the gas at all times possible, because there is no counter to it, and it's one of the most annoying things and one of the most effective ways to kill people off a nuke streak if you know they're in a building or just can't. It's also a very effective way to kill campers if you really want to. Anyways, so I see right here that there's nobody at all spawning back here anymore, even though they own A. The reason being is because B and C are taken by them, so that's going to keep them closer to the action of D and E, because that's where more enemies are, so that's why they're going to mostly be spawning back there. So what I do here is I'm going to go ahead and try to flank, and this is where I end up getting sniped. Some guy was just sitting there hard aiming with a sniper. You'll see him right there. He peeks, and I thought about it. I tried to slide in there real quick to get out of the way, but he ends up sniping me. Now, there wasn't really much I could do there because, well, I mean, he had a sniper. It's hard aiming. I didn't have smoke grenades or anything like that. I don't really like to use smokes because I think stim shot is the most important equipment you could possibly use in this game whenever you're trying to go on long streaks or just getting kill streaks and staying alive in general. Anyways, I'm going to go ahead and help my team here, Cap B. I do play the objective in Ground War. A lot of these high-scoring gameplays, you won't see me playing the objective, and usually it's because my team isn't doing that bad with the objective. If my team is struggling with the objective, and if I'm not running like all lethal kill streaks, like gunship, as you guys saw in my 98-8 gameplay, those gunships I really bank on to win matches, because generally if my team is not so good, then the gunship is like basically an extra teammate because of how many people it can take out at once. So yeah, I'm pushing C here because this is one of their spawn points. They'll be spawning upstairs mostly in C. Right here, weird jump. I don't know, jumping sometimes weird in this game, like fatigue and all that shit. I see this guy because of his green laser. You don't want to be aiming down sights for too long with the green laser. It is a very good attachment, but you don't want to be using it by staring down your sights the entire time. Now I'm starting to push over here because they have E, which is our spawn flag, or spawn. It's our headquarters, and I don't want them to be able to build up streaks. So I'm gonna go ahead back here and take out some people. Again, this is dangerous. I'm pushing like I did there out. How you guys saw me push out like that. There could have been people up in the windows. Luckily, there wasn't anyone, and I ended up picking up my white phosphorus, and then this guy ended up pre-firing and getting him with for the advanced UAV. Now, I like to call in all my streaks. I don't really like to hold onto them except for the advanced UAV, just because they help me gain control, and they also help the teammates, because like the white phosphorus does not allow for health regeneration, if you guys did not know that. So if you're using the white phosphorus, enemies that get hit by it will not be able to regenerate their health without a stim shot, so that way it can help your teammates kill them, which could possibly mean random teammates getting advanced UAVs, which is why I do stuff like this. The VTOL was just on there because it's iconic. It's my favorite streak from Modern Warfare 2, excuse me, right there. It's my favorite streak from Modern Warfare 2. It's back in the game, so I run it. I actually have a total of 1,800 called in on my combat record. It's kind of insane, but yeah. Anyways, so right here, I'm just looking for some easy picks before I call up my advanced UAV, because I'm trying to get as many kills as I can before I feel like it is necessary for me to use this thing. Right here, I end up getting 2 people that were sitting on the flag, and they were trying to capture it. I try to keep C as one of our flags that we own on this map, simply because your lethal streaks will do much more damage if they own something like B or D. So anyways, I call my advance, and right here, this is so unfortunate that they are actually at E and instead of B, and I have to run all the way back here. So this kind of wastes the advanced, and like I said, I can't earn this advanced again in the same life. So I have to be careful of these kind of things. So I'm going to try to get as many kills as I can from this advance, which you are going to see me play a little bit aggressive. I almost die, actually, coming up here. My aim's a little off with the M13, because it's not a gun I really use. If it's something like the M4, the MP5, the MP7, I'd feel much more comfortable. But again, I don't use this gun a lot. So anyways, I come out here, I kill this guy. Someone spawns on him, I guess, and they're there, and I was expecting that to kill the guy, but that telephone pole actually just saved my ass right there. But I was really hoping to kill the guy, but it just did not work out the way I wanted it to. Well, actually, no, it did work out the way I wanted it to. It's just that my aim was off. I don't know how he was able to spawn that guy after he died, because that is not a normal spawn point, so I'm not really quite sure what's going on. Anyways, right here I'm on a 24. I'm basically listening for people that are underneath me. That's why I pushed this building here. This is a good building to patrol, especially if these people are trying to spawn trap us and trying to get a lot of kills on us. So basically, I'm just going to sit here and I'm going to farm these spawn trappers because they'll just keep coming back because they want to keep getting kills on my teammates that are not suspecting them there, or just a lot of the people that spawn in the HQs in the back of the map are not really that good of players, so they're really easy to drop nukes on. As well as get a lot of streaks. So if you do want to get a lot of streaks, like I said, controlling the enemy's headquarters and their home flag is a very good strategy. Anyways, pick up a kill there. Another guy's chilling right here. These guys, like I said, are trying to just spawn trap us in the back. And basically, right here, I only need a couple more kills for the nuke. I do play it safe because I really just wanted to get the nuke. This was my 21st nuke. So you guys are going to see I push over here because they're taking C. Listening for sound as always as I'm doing this. And right here, I know there's usually some people like to lurk around these crates here because they like try to catch people that are coming in from D. And I'm picking this guy really far away with the M13. I'm so happy they gave it an accuracy buff. It's still not that good of a gun. It's pretty good now. I mean, it's not like competitive with the M4 or anything. Right here, I decided to just wait here a little bit, see if I can see anyone that comes out of C that spawned there. I think our team is taking C, so they're not really going to spawn there. I also heard it called a precision airstrike, so I just want to play it safe, make sure I'm not going to die to that. Once I'm out of that, I go ahead and push up between this crate, since our team, I have a couple teammates there in C, and a guy ends up running out from D, and I get my tactical nuke. So now what I'm doing, basically, is just trying to go for as high of a gun streak as I possibly can. I'm just going to play it a lot more aggressive. I don't really care if I die, especially because my highest gun streak is 53, and I don't really see myself getting 23 more kills with my gun in the amount of time that is left, especially with the current spawns that the enemies have. Somehow I end up surviving all that gunfire right there, so I'm going to go back to this building, try to kill the guys that are spawn trapping us. I see a lot of teammates are still back there, but there is a guy up there, and I thought, wasn't there just a teammate up there? I was so confused. But anyways, that's pretty much the game. I end up calling in a nuke, and you know, just for the memes, I spin around in circles in the back of the map. The nuke gets me like 15 kills or something, yeah, because that's 75. So basically, that's the gameplay. I hope I explained it pretty well what was going on. It's a pretty simple game. Aniyah Palace is a pretty simple map to play. Basically, you just patrol the spawns of the enemy's home flag and HQ, and then if you know there's good players on the other team, they're probably going to be in your spawn, so you got to be careful with that, especially because you'll probably hear enemy advanced UAV, and you want to be very careful of that. Anyways, hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. 90-4 kill death ratio, tactical nuke, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.
Our enemies will not forget this day, neither will we.
Bro. Homie got 90 kills.